on to the peninsular drainage system. Peninsular drainage system is much more older to the Himalayan drainage system. It is shallow valleys that are seen. The rivers are at a higher maturity stage. You have non-perennial rivers that are seen, and most of the peninsular rivers flows from west to east except two major rivers, Narmada and Tapti, which flows from east to west. So except Narmada and Tapti, most of the rivers flow from west to east. Now why is it so? There are three simple explanations for it. The first is the tilting of the peninsular block towards the east. So because there is a tilt towards the southeast, there is a natural flow of the rivers towards the east, and therefore you have Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri draining into the Bay of Bengal towards the east. The next is the subsidence of the western flank that was seen, and that is because of the submergence during the tertiary period. And because of this submergence, there was a disturbance in the symmetry that was seen for the peninsular India, and therefore a shift in the drainage pattern. The third important point is the upheaval of the Himalayas, and that upheaval of the Himalayas led to fault creations, and these were the faults through which the present Narmada and Tapti flows towards the west, and that's one of the another explanations for understanding the peninsular drainage. So three major explanations for why most of the rivers drain towards Bay of Bengal, and then why you have Narmada and Tapti draining towards the western areas. Now coming on to the major peninsular rivers. Let's talk about mainly the east draining rivers first. So you have the first and the topmost one, which is Mahanadi. Mahanadi originates in the region of Chhattisgarh, flows through the region of Odisha, and finally drains into the Bay of Bengal. Most of the region is being dissipated in the areas of Chhattisgarh, and nearly equivalent proportions seen in Odisha. So 53% in Chhattisgarh, 47% around in Odisha that is seen. The next important river here we have is Godavari. Now Godavari is one of the largest peninsular rivers. It's also known as Dakshin Ganga and is considered as one of the male rivers that is there. Originates in the region of Nasik in Maharashtra, and from Maharashtra it crosses the region of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and finally Andhra Pradesh. Most of this river drains through Maharashtra. So nearly 50% of Godavari drains through Maharashtra. In the lower areas of Godavari, you have Polavaram, where you have heavy flood situation that could be seen, and numerous gorge situations that are seen, and finally you have the delta formations after the river splits into several branches closer to Rajamundry area. In the Godavari you have Penganga, Venganga as some of the major tributaries that are seen. The next important river is Krishna River. Now, Krishna is the second largest east flowing river. Konyan, Tungabhadra, and Bhima are the major tributaries for the Krishna River, and most of the Krishna passes through the region of Karnataka. So, maximum proportion of Krishna River is seen in the state of Karnataka. The next is Kaveri. Now, Kaveri dispute has been in news since long. So, you have three states where there is a constant dispute, and that's the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala region. However, most of the proportions are seen with Tamil Nadu. Most of the waters are seen with Tamil Nadu, then with Karnataka, and very little with Kerala. The major rivers are Amravati, Kabini, and Bhavani rivers. And during the northeast monsoon, you have the lower regime of the Kaveri River, which shows a lot of water, and during the southwest monsoon, it's the upper regime. So, throughout the year, we can say you have water availability in the Kaveri, and this has been one of the major rivers under dispute. The next is Narmada River, where you have the issue of Sardar Sarovar Dam. It originates in the region of Amarkantak and flows westward. So we have already understood why these rivers are flowing towards the west. And between the region of Satpura and Vindhyas, you have the flow of Narmada that is seen. And below the Satpura, have the Tapti River that flows. From this, you have the Dhauladhar mountain or the Dhauladhar falls that are seen, Dhuadhar falls that are seen, and Dhuadhar falls near Jabalpur are one of the major falls that mark the Narmada River. And then you have the Sardar Sarovar Dam that is again in use. Finally, it merges Arabian Sea, south of the region of Bharuch. South Satpura, we have Tapti River, and this Tapti River originates mainly in the regions of Madhya Pradesh at the Betul area, and then flows parallel more or less to the Narmada River. Most of the proportion of Tapti is seen in the region of Maharashtra, with little in Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Now, under the west flowing rivers, we do have some non perennial rivers like Luni River in Rajasthan, and this originates in two branches, one of which is Saraswati. Now, the history of Saraswati has been ambiguous over the years. We have numerous spaces under which the discovery of Saraswati is yet to be embarked, and then you have Sabarmati. Both of these, Sabarmati and Saraswati, joined at Govindgarh, and from there you have the Luni River that flows in. It is one of the rivers that flows through the Aravali and finally region of Telwada and joining into the run of Kutch into the south. So it's a kind of ephemeral region that is river that is seen. Now, besides these major rivers in the south, there are ample of smaller rivers. The region of Goa is known for Mandvi and Zori rivers, which is one of the mainstay of the economy in Goa. Similarly, in the regions of Gujarat, you have Shatrunjay, Bhadra and Dhadar as some of the major rivers. In the region of Maharashtra, Vetarna is one of the rivers which originates closer to Nasik. Similarly, in the regions of Karnataka, you have Kali Nadi, Bedati, Sharavati as some of the major rivers. And finally, in Kerala, you have numerous rivers where you have backwaters that are seen. So, Ponani or Bharatpuza, then you have Periyar and Pamba are some of the major rivers. Pamba falls into the Vimnad Lake. Similarly, you have a lot of rivers which are also draining towards the east. So these were the rivers that were smaller rivers that were draining towards the west. Now going on to the east, you have the Subranekha, Vegai, Palar, Pennar, you have the Brahmani and the Baitarni as some of the major rivers which drain towards the east or the Bay of Bengal, but these are smaller rivers in proportion to the other rivers that we have.